Have you seen my other... I had another YouTube channel. I don't know if you knew that, but I did. And I vlogged on there occasionally. And I think it's the last video that I posted on that channel was actually a vlog of me going to Sapporo for legendary girl punk band Chai, their final tour, their farewell tour. And that was, man, yeah, that was a couple of years ago at this point, which is crazy. But yeah, that was the last video I did, and now I'm going back there for a different show. And yeah, I believe that was the last time I was in Sapporo. I love Sapporo. Have you been there? Oh, I highly recommend it. It's one of the places in Japan that I went to and felt a renewed love and appreciation for Japan, because I grew up hating Japan. Absolutely. And I still kind of do, to an extent. A lot of it. The shit that I didn't like growing up. Oh, snap. Oh, it's still recording. Okay, that's cool. The shit that I didn't like about Japan growing up, I still don't really like. Like, for example, the pervertness of this place. And you know what? Let me go off. I hate weebs. I do. I really do. Come for me. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck right now. I don't like weebs. And by weebs, I'm talking the disgusting ones, okay? The disgusting ones that are way too into anime. Weirdly obsessed with perverted stuff, as in little girl stuff, like anime. I don't like that. And you know what? I think about this all the time. And I'm constantly refining my hatred for weebs. Because it's a very complex topic for me as a public figure. I mean, you're a public figure. Everyone's a public figure now. But as someone that does, puts himself out there on the internet and, goes on tour and blah, 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 it's inevitable that as a Japanese woman, I end up attracting weebs. That's just inevitable. And it's something that pisses me off and has pissed me off. I'm more coming to terms with it a little bit. Not a little bit, quite a bit. In a way, because they're unavoidable. Because, you know what? Guess what? If you appreciate Japanese culture, you are a weeb, right? And that's honestly most of my friends. Most of my foreigner friends, they think Japan's cool. They love Japanese food. They love the culture, blah, blah, blah. And we joke around, oh, you're such a weeb. My old tour manager, Gavin, he would say about himself, oh, dude, I'm such a weeb. And then he would go to all these shops to get these, very specific Japanese, condiments and things. And, yeah, so, in a way, everyone is a weeb. I get that. The weebs that I hate are the ones that I mentioned previously. You know. They're sweaty, they're ugly, Like, ew. You never get laid, don't you? That's the kind of weeb I'm talking about. And I don't like them because I think it's got a lot to do with the, like, pedophilia of it all, okay? And that's something I do not like about Japanese culture. You know, the age of consent was way too fucking young till recently. But even now, and I think they raised it like semi recently, but it's still like 16 or something, the age of consent. And before, I think it was 14. So legally, you were technically allowed to fuck 14-year-olds. Like, that's disgusting. That is fucking gross. And I think there's a part of Japanese culture that enables that kind of behavior. On a legal level, too. Like, that's insane. That's fucking insane. And so, naturally, of course, there's media that kind of capitalizes on that and kind of explores that and takes advantage of that. And that's fucking gross. That is fucking gross. And the gross weebs that I hate, they like that shit. Okay? And that's what I don't appreciate. And also, I get it extra bad, I think, because I'm a smaller woman, okay? And I think I look younger than my age, right? And so I sometimes end up attracting the wrong people, okay? And it also extra pisses me off, especially like when someone doesn't know me. They sometimes assume that I'm a softy little bitch. And guess what? I'm really, really not. And I said sometimes because I think I make it obvious with my vibe and aura, just the way I carry myself, just the way I walk around town, the way I go through the fucking airport, TSA. I am not someone to be fucked with. And I think I make that pretty clear. So, you know, as a woman, sometimes, you know, you're walking around by yourself and you feel a little scared. Yeah, I definitely feel that. My strategy is just be like, just look scary and like a crazy person almost. So that any person is like feels intimidated and fucking with me is the last thing they're thinking of. In fact, they're thinking, oh, I better not get close to this person because they seem kind of cuckoo. They seem kind of scary. And that's how I carry myself out in public, around strangers. And I think that's got something to do with me growing up, because I was always short. I was like the shortest kid in class my whole life, right? And some kids would make fun of me for it. And also, oh my god, I also got a lot of fucking people, adults, coming up to me. And they're like, oh my gosh, you're so cute. Let me pinch your cheeks. Oh my gosh, look at you. Right? And I've just, like, never been into that. Like, never, ever, ever. In fact, when I would go to the States, and, you know, these Americans, they come up to me, they're like, oh my gosh, you're so cute. I would be like, no, don't you say that. Don't you fucking say that. I didn't say fucking say that, but I was like, don't you say that. I'm cool. You may refer to me as cool, not cute. I am not cute. And you saying cute to me isn't cute. And I hated the word kawaii. I was just so anti anything cutesy or cute or being that, being identified as that. Because that people just assumed. But from the way I look, that I was that. And I fucking despise that. And that carries over, you know? And I think that also carries over to my hatred of weebs. Okay? Thank you for listening me go off. Thank you for letting me go off, okay? It's a topic I'm kind of passionate about. And I've had some comments on YouTube of people being like, yo, go off on the weebs. Put them in their place, you know? And I even talked to my therapist about it once. And because here's my hesitation, you know, whenever you're like pissed off about something and you go on the internet and talk about it, oftentimes that just ends up attracting the people that you're pissed off with, right? Which is like not productive. And that was my hesitation, because I do not want to attract any more weebs than I've already have. And I'm talking the disgusting ones, okay? I've had enough of them. I really don't need any more of them. And so that was my hesitation. So I was talking to my therapist about it. And then my therapist suggested, hey, maybe you get together with your fellow Asian female friends, and then you have like a little discussion, you know? That way, if you end up attracting the wrong kind of people, it's not just you, you know? It's a little more dispersed. Which I was like, okay, I see you. I get what you mean. But then that was just way too much effort, because, you know, I gotta hit up my friends, be like, yo, do you guys want to, like, have a chat about weebs, have a little discussion? And then I have to set up the camera, I have to set up the microphone. Like, it's kind of annoying. And I wasn't even planning on talking to you today about weebs. Hello. There's a little kid just now, and he was really looking at me, so I just said hi. Anyway, I wasn't planning on talking about weebs. I was not planning on going off today. In fact, I just wanted to be like, hey, let's talk about art. Let's talk about the good food in Sapporo, right? That's not where my mind wanted to go. I had to have a little going off. Much like my favorite drag queen, Delta Work. She has a segment at the start of her podcast. It's like, I don't know, around 10 minutes or so, where she just goes off. And I love watching a woman go off. That's one of my favorite things in life. I've been thinking about the phrase je ne sais quoi a lot, because Kim Petras says it in the song, and it is such a great little French phrase, because it's like that, like, indescribable thing, or whatever, right? Women going off feels like that to me, in a way. Oh. Bitch? That's my flight. Okay. Oh, great. Work. That's awesome. This is 17 gigabytes? That's crazy. That's really crazy, right? So maybe I end it soon. I'll wrap up. But anyway, that was, me going off on weebs, and maybe we'll revisit this topic. I think I would like to have a little discussion with my girlfriends about it at some point, but I just don't feel like it. And I am semi grinding on YouTube. It's more to do with like I'm trying to practice consistency with my life.
May I have your attention,
Oh my god, shut
please?
the fuck up, bitch.
Boarding for Peach Flight 5,
This
6,
airline's called
7,
Peach,
bound for
but earlier when the
Sapporo New
Japanese lady was saying it,
Tuesday.
it sounded like
Will
bitch,
start
right?
at
That's can't be just me.
11:30. If you have checked in via the Peach app, please wait with all companions.
I did not
When
check in
boarding begins,
with
we
the
would
Peach
like
app.
to invite passengers requiring special assistance, expecting mothers, and passengers traveling with children less than 2 years old to pre-board.
How you doing?
Also,
What you got
if you have
planned
any
today?
extra boarding passes that belong to passengers who will
Okay.
not board this flight, please
You
notify
drinking
gate
water?
staff.
Make sure you drink
Thank you for your
lots of water.
understanding
It's
and
getting
cooperation.
hot. It's getting real hot lately. So drink lots of water and electrolytes. Those are good for you. And if you want, if you feel like you're not getting enough nutrients, maybe take some multivitamins. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not a doctor. I don't know. Actually, I don't know. But I've been taking multivitamins and I think they're helping. They make me feel they make me feel normal and healthy, I think. They help me. And you know what's fucked up? I'm going on like a several day trip. I forgot to pack my multivitamins. Really bummed about that. But I think I'm just gonna go to a drugstore and get some, potentially. But I'm quite specific with my multivitamin choice because, yeah, I did a lot of research and the Nature Made one, I think that's what it's called. You know, the classic one. They had the most nutrients and minerals, and it was a good value. So that's one I take. I forgot to bring it. And I don't know if regular drugstores carry them. I hope they do. But if not, I might just get something else. But anyway, I hope stay hydrated, stay healthy as you can be. Um, Thanks for listening to me go off. I appreciate you. And yeah, I'll talk to you in like a week or something. I'll let you know how it goes. I might vlog it so you could watch how this trip goes. Maybe, I don't know. No promises, okay? And yeah. See ya. Talk to you later. Bye.